Izzy. We are live full in effect. Come have a conversation with a star. Excuse me, give me one brief moment. My apologies. Thank you. And ask away. We are here live. We are live, people. Great to see everybody. My apologies. I'm having to set this up at this moment. I had to start over the other one. There were some technical difficulties. So right now we are just getting this going. Shout out to everyone who's pulling up in the building. We are live full in effect. Shout out to those who are catching the good old replay. It's your boy All Star Izzy. This is our first player talk of the year. Excuse me. I'm trying to get this on board with this. What's going on, Richard? How you feeling? Newsflash? Newsflash. Shout out to everyone who's pulling up in the building. We are live full in effect. What is good? What is good? Hold on. Why is it doing all this? Like, why is it being so difficult? There we go. Whatever. Anyways, what's good with everybody? We are here live full in effect. What's up with it? What's up? Come have a conversation with a star, man. Listen, this is what we do. We're having a player talk, our first player talk of the year. Shout out to everybody who's pulling up in the building. If you are here live full in effect, say what's up. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Enjoy the vibes and enjoy yourself here while we're doing this. This is beautiful. What's good? Shout out to Viva in the building. What's up with it? What's up? Salute to everybody that's pulling up in the building. This is our first player talk of the year. I'm really excited to talk about this. I'm very excited to talk about it. The Q&A is kind of blocking my face. Is it really? I don't see it on my end. It doesn't look like that. Give me a second. How about now? I appreciate the 100. Shout out to Renato. You know what I'm saying? We got the same old people that love to hate that come in. Hey, I do love y'all though, because you guys come through and you guys are the first ones here. And so that says a lot about you. You love to be in attendance. We're going to be talking about influence over authority. And we're going to be talking about the game of slow burn. I'm excited to talk about that, to be honest. We are here. Live full in effects. Let's do this. We're going to just allow people to come in. Thank you for the jewels. I appreciate it. It's in the middle. Yeah. Okay, so my shoulder now. Say that. Yeah, my fans. Look at my fans go. Look at my fans. We love y'all too. I know you guys want my attention, but you don't gotta have it at this time. What's going on with everybody? It's our first player talk our first player talk of the year. I was having to get myself situated. We are here. We're gonna be having a good one. I'm gonna be introducing something called IOA. Basically is, as I stated, influence over authority. That's gonna be something new that I'm gonna be speaking with you guys going forward. And we're gonna talk about slow burn, the game of slow burn. But for now, how's everybody doing? How is everybody feeling? It is a beautiful Tuesday. You already know. If you don't know too much, we do our Player Talk Tuesdays every Tuesday, of course, as I just said. But if you are new, you're more than welcome to hit the like button and subscribe. We are here live full in effect, man. As far as myself, how's it going for me? It's going good. I'm enjoying my time. I'm enjoying my day. I've been editing, filming. I've been traveling a lot, doing a lot of learning, research. I'm reading this new book. I'll talk about the book later when I finish it, to be honest. When I finish it, I'll present it to everybody. Now, is it me or does it look a little crooked or something like that? Appreciate that. Not good. What you mean, Juan? What you mean? What's not good? Remember to stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Thank you for putting that Viva yes. Welcome to the All-Star community. Hit the like button and subscribe and enjoy your time. Do as you must. We are here. I'm here for you guys, but you guys know, I already know you guys are here for me, which I do love and appreciate. And we're going to be getting into some beautiful stuff. If you haven't already, don't forget to like the live. Hit the like button and subscribe. We on the road to the top. I do predict, I'm gonna keep that to myself, but we're gonna get some things going in a few anyways. Yeah, for sure. Nice to see you too. Yeah. It's so crazy. Me not going live like almost every day. I'd be like, damn, it feels like I've been gone for so long. But I don't really be gone for too long, to be honest. I mean, gone for a couple of days here and a couple of days. I think that's fine. I think I post a lot of videos, and a lot of videos, they've been going crazy. I got a new video that just, pardon me. I got a new video that just came out. 3 insanely easy ways how to make women obsessed with you, which is pretty freaking easy. I mean, I really broke it down into such a easy, compactful way. So I hope that really does work out for the people that want to get into learn that game and shit like that. Because if not, then that, I mean, hey, it's up to you. I make it as easy as possible for the people who want to watch it and for the people who want to learn this type of stuff. Because hey, I mean, you don't gotta. All the stuff that I teach is nothing has to do with manipulating women. I'll just say that first and foremost, just to let everybody know that we don't need to manipulate women. What's good, boxing? How you feeling tonight? What's up with it, Brody? What's up with it, bro? Everything looks good. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Yes. So again, tonight we're gonna be talking about IOA. I'm going to be introducing that to you guys. IOA. We're gonna be talking about that and the game of slow burn, which I think, to be honest, I believe slow burn is such a the slow burn is underrated. I think it's underrated. Some people may think otherwise, but I think it's underrated. I think being able to know how to know how to transition from step A to step B, step two, like in being able to go from one, two, three, four, and five without having to skip from step one would be introducing. I'm gonna introduce myself. But as soon as I introduce myself, I'm already thirsty or desperate or trying to talk about sex. So you don't, you don't gotta talk about sex. You can be sexual though. You can have a sex appeal to you. You can have some magnetism, right? You don't gotta be talking about it. Oh, so what's your favorite position? All that crazy stuff. And even if that sounds extreme, there's a lot of guys that really do that. But I think slow burn is it's so underrated, man. From going from saying hello to her introducing herself and then you talking and building up the conversation and seeing the interest between one another, like that whole tango, that whole dance between you guys, allowing that to keep happening and talking with her and letting her talk to you. Maybe she expresses a couple hobbies she does and you talk about your hobbies, but it's this. And see, this is off of just meeting women in general. Like, say if you're going to I'm going to like a mixer tomorrow night. I'm going to a mixer. Is it a mixer? I got an event for like this gathering thing, so I don't know. I don't think it's called a mixer, but I'm taking myself over there tomorrow, so I'm gonna be meeting other people. So I think that's gonna be really dope there to network and see what the vibes is like. But it's so nice to meet people, like new people, and of course if you know other people, but initially first meeting people on the off of just having a conversation and getting to know one another, it really builds up the spice between you and the other person. Like things can happen fast. Don't get me wrong. The thing is like slow burn makes it happen fast because the tension is building up. I don't like how this is moving down my shirt at all. I'm gonna just hold this. Like it's like moving down my shirt and I'm over here looking like I'm trying to show Cleveland and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that at all. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. Thank you, Viva. Yes, hello to all the stars. Don't be shy. Say what's up. Yeah, I see you guys over there. I see you guys popping in and out. You know what I mean? You guys can say what's up. You don't gotta be, what I'm saying, staying over there. My name is All Star Izzy. I'm an empowerment coach. You can ask your questions, dating Q&As. We're doing that as well. So you can ask those. I was talking about the subjects that I'm speaking on today. I'm not gonna get into the influence over authority just yet. Cause right now I am still talking about I think I'm gonna just keep continuing to start with a slow burn. I feel like that's just where the magic really happens. In between two people. If you wanna have a new lover, you wanna meet a new woman, you don't gotta rush it too much. You can just have a really good time and speaking and talking to her. If that's Spanish, I cannot read that. Listen, I am Hispanic. You see the Mexico flag, but one thing about me, I'm a bit of a no sabo, okay? So that for those who don't necessarily know that, I don't, you know what I mean. I'm getting better with talking Spanish and everything, but I don't necessarily know it like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting to know that. Salute to my dog, yes sir. Mixers are dope. Respect to Justin. I see you in the building, my friend. Great to see you. Yeah, mixers are dope. I think more of it, and a lot of the stuff that I've been learning too is just why not go out and meet new people. Like go out and no sabo, yeah. But I'm still repping it, and I'm still learning I'm still learning Spanish though. Yo puedo hablar español, pero no mucho. Okay, so we still getting there though. We still getting there. Are you cool too? I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. But yeah, mixers are dope. I think I just want to take myself into different places because I've never been to like necessarily like a mixer or one of those places where like people like I mean I go to like clubs, social events, networking events and stuff like that, but I've never been to like a place where it's like singles and ready to meet. I don't need to necessarily do those things, but I think it'll be cool to experience those stuff. Like this year, I'm actually thinking about getting into dating apps. And let me tell y'all something. I never thought that I would be able that I would even say those words, to be honest. The only reason is because I don't think so. It's just I like it more in person and natural. I'm actually gonna drop a video tomorrow on how to text women, and I show some examples of messages that I was texting women to and everything. Oh, what's up? What's up, my ads? Like this live, like this knows. Yes, you guys are more than welcome to hit the like button and subscribe. My name is All Star Izzy. If you have any dating questions, please go ahead and ask. If you have any complications, whether that's confidence, meeting new people, meeting new women, charisma, connections, because you know we're gonna be expanding. I'm not just now. I'm an empowerment coach. I don't just necessarily. I talk a lot about dating, but a lot of my strengths they lie in introductions. They align in connections. It's about flirting, meeting people, being charismatic and charming, and a lot of those stuff goes a long way. Especially if you want to become more social, I can help you with that too. If you got any questions for that. Step by step, you become someone you're meant to be. Please consider. B, you crazy as fuck. What's up, April? How you feeling? Can you empower me to get some free empanadas? Oh, most definitely. See, I'll empower you so you can empower yourself to get some free empanadas. I got you. I got you. I can make you a slick talker anytime. But I mean, that's the power of it, though. And see, you know, it's interesting when I'm talking about like when I just said slick talking or all the stuff when it comes to like creating connections and having charisma and making people feel welcome in your presence. A lot of that stuff came from me just being out there socially, talking to people. I've always been a social butterfly though. Like I've always been someone who talked to people. I probably came out the womb saying hello. I came out the womb as a baby saying hi, hey, what's up? Everyone shaking my hand, I'm shaking their hands and stuff. But I like to I've been told it's like a gift of God, which I'm thankful for. But it's definitely still a tool that you need to keep continuing to exercise, because there's gonna be a video that I'm gonna drop on the All Star members only. The membership is active and it is ready for you if you want to join that. But I am gonna be dropping a video on there and talking about how being a natural isn't enough to succeed in the world. We got to be honest about that stuff. We can't just think that you have to be a natural and you're gonna get it. There's a lot more stuff that comes into it because I've done tours, I've done shows, I've worked with A&Rs, I've worked with record labels, I've done multiple performances. Aside from like my coaching, I'm a performing recording artist, and on that end, I'm naturally great at performing, but there's a lot of technicalities that come with it as far as what's the intro, what's the outro, what's the middle, how to keep people engaged, how to get them hyped with you, how to speak to all that type of stuff. It really goes into this. I never did speed dating before. Tried a few, not my style. It's somewhat. You think so? I look, Justin. I gotta try it, bro. Like I think I'm just. It's kind of like that thing where where you excel at. Like it's gonna sound crazy, but it's true. Like I will almost be like, damn, I'm bored of like when I go out and I talk to new people, I talk to new women. I'm getting, we having a conversation. I'm flirting with multiple women, and I love it. I'm not saying I'm bored of that. I think it's just that because I'm so good at like doing it and I love what I get out of it, I want to try different things. Cause I never really liked dating apps, nor did I like speed dating or mixers, cause I felt like it was too performative. But I'm like, I don't know everything, and let me just try it. Let me experience it. Let me give an experience. And plus, on dating apps and just apps in general, a lot of people are they curate themselves so carefully over text and how they are. Cause I know, especially, and this goes for everybody. I mean, we on a player talk, y'all. So if you got any questions, please ask. But on some player shit though, like I'm talking about, on a real thing is that real players or just people that are good with women who can create connections out of thin air, whatever the case is. You see a lot of times in real life what you experience is very different than what it is versus women that are online and what they portray. For real though. Like I've talked about this specific lady before, and it's not to put any negative stuff over her, but I remember I was having a conversation with her, and she on social media she seems like dominant, powerful.
And she has like this. She has such a persona over social media, and in person she's a little bit like that. But when you talk to her and you speak to her, there's still like that human side almost. Like that little giggly. Feel like the only girl in the world, butterflies in the stomach and shit. Like she still has that side, and I think that's a. It's just the difference in contrast is it always blows my mind. So it's like it's good that I have experience in person, which I would actually advise to people is to have the experience more in person than on dating apps. But if you have a demanding lifestyle, then I completely understand that. You got to do what you got to do for yourself as far as that. But at the same time, it's really good to like experience them. Like there will be times where I've met women that I've just talked to randomly, like I didn't know who they were. Like, but they have, some. Okay, there could be some entitled women to be like, "Do you know who I am?" Not necessarily saying those words, but they will have that bravado, kind of be like, "Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? Who you do you know?" Like, kind of like, a certain type of way. But when you even talk through that, and that doesn't even bother you or phase you, or she seems like she's acting like somebody, and you're just having a natural conversation with her, it then penetrates what she perceives as herself on social media. Because at the end of the day, once we're in person, it's a whole different ball game, baby. And that's the real. That's really what I mean. The game is everything, but that's really where the game lies right there. Is in person, because so many people. Like I was watching this video. I'm gonna do a reaction to it too. And I see your comments. I'm gonna get to it in a second. Shout out to everybody's pulling up in the video, in the live. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It's your boy All Star Izzy. I'm an empowerment coach, specialized love dating and self discovery, and to empower yourself to empower the world. But what else? Like I was watching this video of it was I Show Speed talking to like Miss Africa, I believe. I don't want to butcher the title, but I haven't met women that's like that, but I've definitely met women in status, huge reputation, and I met all those types of women. Like so they're very different when who they are when they're perceived in that type of market, whether that's an event, whether that's at their job, whether that's on social media. But who they are in person is completely different as far as like how they interact and how they are. Who are they? How are their conversations? Because it doesn't matter. As even though those women seem entitled or materialistic, the most universal thing that it comes down into dating and for women is that women, they genuinely want down to earth conversations. They want to feel engaged with a guy in the moment. It doesn't matter. They all want the quality time, 1000%. I dropped a video about that too. You got your own label. No, I don't have my own label. I've worked with a label though. I've worked with a label, and then shortly I was signed with I forgot what it was called. And I don't want to butcher. I don't want to seem negative on it, but it was Jay-Z's nephew's label. I was with that label shortly, so I was with him helping out in that same. You just need to talk about other stuff. You think so? Almost like we're human. Nah, I don't think so, Alex. I think this is the perfect lane that I need to be in, to be honest. Because if you just think about it in totality, even just in like you said, we're almost we're human with that snarky ass comment. The thing is that most humans, most people, probably even yourself maybe, but most people just in general, they don't act like they're a human, if that makes sense. Like as in they don't see themselves as a human. And a big thing is that, and I wrote this down. It's so beautiful. This all bridges together. But a beautiful thing is like most people try to avoid playing the human game in this world, right? And I'm not gonna get too deep into it because this is a player talk. It's just some player shit. Because players about being an avatar, being who you want in this world, and crafting that and seeing it come to life. But what I'm talking about is that most people they wanna avoid who they are. They want to avoid their mistakes. They want to be a perfect version. To be human isn't perfect. That's the whole point. Strive for perfection, but only settle for excellence. It's actually in this book that I'm reading that said that. It's called Fundamentals, I believe. But that's what they were talking about. I'm gonna say that again. Strive for perfection, but only settle for excellence. And then they were still human. But there's a lot of people who avoid their humanness. They avoid their own feelings. They stuff it down. They try to avoid it. They become too attached to their ego. They become too attached to materialistic stuff, to the past, to the future, to the present. It's all that. People avoid the game of life in general. You know what I'm saying? Their humanity. Exactly, HTX. Great to see you, my dog. It's the same like in a business. It's not just natural when it comes to marketing. You have to do some sort of grooming. Why do you always wear those glasses? It really helps. What's up, Cam man? It helps with this. I can take it off too, but I've been editing and filming all day, so whenever that happens, I like to keep it a cool and chill. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong wearing Cartiers though. Oh man, yo, where's Mexico at? What you? Thank you. I appreciate that, D. I appreciate you. Shout out to y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? Where's Mexico at though? Mexico is in the south, my friend. You already know where Mexico is. Why would you ask such a question? But shout out to everyone who's pulling up in the building. You're more than welcome to hit the like button and subscribe. We are here onto the top. Exactly. HTX. I only be myself, bro. Like that's something I'm proud. Like I'm just gonna be myself at the end of the day. Like no matter what. Like it's just, but that's the beauty in it. You see, I'm glad that you said that. But that's what keeps, as I say often, authenticity is the new sexy. Okay, and the biggest thing why I say that is because that's human. Human is authentic. Because like what I mean by that is that because we are literally human, right? Again, I say a lot of people avoid who they are. See, avoiding your past, avoiding what you're doing, overindulging, being too greedy, like letting things control you is avoiding your humanness, avoiding who you are, avoiding what you need to learn. That's a part of this human experience. But people don't want to engage in the game of life. They just want to engage in the game of delusions almost. It's okay being delusional about your goals and what you want. Never let nobody tell you can't do it, nothing. But at the same time, it's like people don't want to really engage in who they are and what they got going on. And there's beauty in that though. What's up, Spike? Great to see you. I called you on your last stream. You were talking about don't be too direct with women and tease. How do you tease women? Does it all come from experience? So it does come from experience, but how to tease women? Like, remember the example that I gave you, Rocco? Okay, a woman she's in front of you with the Auntie Anne's, and she's getting the salt pretzel, and you're like, you getting salt? Oh, so you salty? I like more on the sweet side, so I like getting cinnamon on it. You really like that salty? Like that's teasing almost, right? So it's experience, but it can be experienced with women, but it can be experienced with what you like to tease about. For one thing that a piece of advice I can provide is to engage with your environment. I like to engage with that. Or let's say I'm saying, hello, what's up? How you doing? What's good? What's good? What's your name? Oh, I'm Taylor. I'm Isaac. And you shaking her hand or you saying what's up, but you notice like she's a bit shy. Maybe her hand is shaking. You can even comment on that. Are you shaking? You cold? Or you nervous? Teasing. The whole point is when you tease, it's just to point out something. It's like teasing to me is breaking the ice. It's an icebreaker because you're just pointing it out and having fun. Teasing is just having fun, poking fun at something. Not saying, let's say you can clearly tell maybe she's wearing a lot of makeup, right? And maybe she doesn't necessarily like how her natural look looks without the makeup. So this is a bad example of how to tease. Oh, you wearing all that makeup because you don't think you look beautiful underneath that? Like that's like, you know what I mean? We don't gotta do all that. So that's like a bad example of how to tease. But teasing teasing really brings you in the moment on how to just look at her and flirt and talk. That's really where it helps down to when you get into that. At the end of the day, in the beginning of the day, it's all I can be for sure. Us Mexicans don't fold for no one. We stay in our lane no matter what. Facts, Boogie, you know that. Yo, come on, Gallon, you crazy. Hello, did you know that the Mexican flag represents indigenous people coat of arms and the bright colors? That's lit. I think I've heard something like that. I appreciate that, Ray. There was one moment in time shortly where I was learning about the 7 tribes of Israel. I believe that's what it's called. It's jogging a memory in my mind though. So if that has anything, am I Mexican American? I am. But what's up though, Angelo? I had to say what everyone was thinking. Very true though. Very true. Very true. Yes. Thank you for posting that, Viva. Welcome to the All-Star community. Hit the like button, subscribe, and enjoy your time. Yeah, exactly, Justin. Lighthearted. Like it's fun. It's a nice time when you can tease about something. Like even like if I'm conversing with a woman, I'm talking to her, I'm saying what's up, what's happening. Like what you got going on, and she's like, see, because some women could be nervous, bored, or sometimes they just don't actually want to talk to you. Can you get Doctor? Doctor, you funny as hell, bro. What you got going on, man? But yeah, yeah, but like with the teasing being lighthearted, like a woman could be a little bit nervous, and sometimes when women are nervous or they're just, you know what's very interesting too with teasing? So this also goes in the game of slow burn, what I'm talking about. See, teasing helps with slow burn, but also women can think so much about how the things that they experienced before is what they're gonna experience again. So sometimes women can have a RBF, which means resting bitch face for those who don't know. She could be like, yeah, it was a, you know, maybe she can be like that at first because her expectations are so low. She might just like same guy in a different body. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the same person. But like, let's say you say that and you're talking to her, and she's a little stiff, maybe, and you'll be like, so there's nothing going on, you just stiff. Life, there's nothing going on in your life, nothing exciting. Like you can even have a little fun in saying some stuff like that. You don't gotta be disrespectful, but it's also a big part is the delivery. If they're acting a certain way, you just have a smile, laugh a little bit, have fun, poke at the bear a little bit. Yo, that's crazy. Hey, I appreciate you, Lee. Thank you. My mom speaks. That's tough, Angelo. I said Angelo. Angel. My apologies. Now I wish I could. Now that's tough. What's up? Hey, what's up, Adriana? How you feeling? Great to see you. Great to see you. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. Thank you for the 16 likes. Let's work our way to 20 likes. Shout out to the 21 people that's in the building. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'm on the road to 2K. I think I'm about like 150 away, so I would appreciate if you guys help me to get to that point. And of course, I know you to help to the subscribe, but if you genuinely like the conversations that we have, I'm cool with that. Cause like this is what we do. I talk a lot about dating, lifestyle, self-discovery, empowerment, confidence, everything that comes down into it. Because my biggest thing with dating is that it has to do everything about you. Dating is more about yourself than it is about the other person. That's why I talk so much on it and why it blows my mind. I'm like, this is all because of me. Now it takes two to tango, of course. But what I mean is because of me, you never know. Okay, you see a woman that's fine, right? You gonna talk to her, you gonna not. Like you never know what's behind the other door if you don't say what's up. Like you just never know. And that's something worth exploring. Being led off curiosity. And you gotta have a slow burn with yourself too. What up, Robert? How you feeling? Why the face? Wrinkle. Oh man. Look, it's a wrinkle flag, but it's alright. It's been through some things. I used it in a video shoot recently, so that's why it's a bit wrinkled. It's alright though. I like it. I once flirted with a girl and I said, "Did you miss me?" And she gave me an awkward laugh. You think women not really feeling you or delivering wrong? Well, okay, so when you said, "Did you miss me?" Like, did you see her before? This is your first encounter, but it could have been she probably just didn't feel it. Cause like I stated before, bro, you could say some of the most awkwardest, corniest shoot to women. But if they find you attractive, they're gonna They gonna bring out the ugly laugh. Y'all ever heard a woman do her ugly laugh? She hit the little snort a little bit and shit. You know what I'm saying? She got the wheeze. Like she got the wheeze and shit. She laugh all odd and shit. She laughing break like ha. You ever heard the ugly girl laugh? Listen, bro, but they gonna laugh like that. They attracted to you. I'll tell you that. They gonna have all them types of laughs if they feeling you. Too soon to ask that? I would think so. Yeah, I think there's a time and place for that. Cause it really just depends on like even did you miss me, like where that came in? Cause there's a time and place for when to say stuff. To be honest, it really depends on what the conversation was. The fans are out today. Oh, you know that, bro. Did the Mexican flag? What would you say, Robert? The Miss Piggy laugh, the Kermit the Frog laugh, y'all ever heard a woman laugh like har? No, this is real shit though. She laughed, but she had R's in the ha. They're like har. I thought there was some only cartoon stuff. No, Sersky, this was a real life thing, and I was like, okay, this is crazy. This is real. You know what I'm saying? I met her multiple times and saw her. Did you miss me? Well, okay. Well, if you met her multiple times and you said that, then I mean, I that's fine. But if there was an awkward laugh and if there was no like, engagement of flirting before, it may be awkward to her in that moment if it's never been like flirtations and fun between you guys. If you see what I'm saying, that's why I say in the beginning it's like I'm not super direct to the point where I'm like I'm gonna fuck you. Now, have I told a woman I want to have sex within the first 3 minutes? Absolutely, but I've never like got off the rip because I don't know if I want to smash her yet. I gotta see who she is first. Like I gotta talk to her. I gotta see how like if she's a sexy woman, she needs a sexy mind. That's a rule. It has to be a rule when talking to women. Women have like yes, she can be beautiful, but is her conversation beautiful? Is she beautiful by responding? Gotta remember that shit. Timing, context is important. Facts. That motherfucker mad. This motherfucker right here. One thing that I found out to work for me is when I tell they are really feeling me. I ask if they want to. Yeah, and it usually just gets to the point. Let me take you out. Yeah, something like that. Why am I wearing glasses, Adriana? You want to see my eyes? I'll show you my eyes if you want to see it. If you request it, I'll show you my eyes. Hey, come on, Kyle, you crazy. You want to see my eyes? I'm wearing it because I've been filming all day in front of lights. That's all I have been. Come on, Stas. What's up, Turtle? What's up with it? Nah, I gotta do it though, Boogie. I'll do it. Stay for a little bit. I'll stay for a little bit. I'm letting my eyes settle a little bit. Stay for a little bit. I'll do it for you. Wait, you said all talk, no action. How do you mean? First of all, I don't even know if I want to entertain your name. Your name is Goons. I'm like with two double zeros, bro. What you mean? Thoughts on pot? What you mean? She break? Nah, that's crazy. Anyways, nah, that's wild. It always the guys with the craziest usernames, by the way. It's always the guys with the craziest username. I don't know what that is, Don. So it's just experience because anything can happen. Women not care about you. It's experience, but it's also it's what you want to do in the moment. But you have to So it really does go into experience, but you just got to know that there's a time and place for everything. And plus, it's also about how the interaction went when you guys first met. Like that's a big thing too. Cause if it was just friendly, it was cool. Hey, friend. Oh, by the way, also because we're on a player talk, never tell women, hey, friend. Stop telling women, hey, friend. Hey, bud. Hey, bro. Stop telling women that. That is not it, bro. For real. Especially the hey, friend. I seen that happen in real life. I was flirting with this girl, and an old friend of mine was at the club, so it was crazy. And I remember I was flirting with the girl, and then my homie was like, hey, friend, to the other girls. And I was just, like, I couldn't look at him with disgust in that moment because I was flirting with the other girl. But in that time, I was like, why y'all telling women, hey, friend? What does that do? Anyways, but it's really a lot about the engagement happened prior, before that incident occurred. You know what I'm saying? Drinking. I like being sober. Yeah, that's what's up. If you do drink some water. It's just beautiful. That's best friend vibes, exactly. Hey, I'm gonna give you one opportunity, Goons. Who you talking to? Let's hold on. We got some fans. Give me a second, y'all. Let me get these fans out of here. Never mind. It's out of here. She wasn't feeling me. She said she had a BF. Oh well, then yeah. I mean, it's just gonna happen like that, bro. Whenever they just not feeling you, it's always gonna be like that. It's always gonna be like that. I mean, that's just if she's not feeling you. And to be honest, there's no such thing as trying to make a woman feel you either. You gotta just present yourself. And if she's not feeling that, then there's no point of trying to. I don't believe in persuading women. I don't believe in trying to do any of those. Also, Viva, just 24-hour ban them so we can get out of here. Oh, go ahead and get Goons out of here too. Goons, I know you have a lot of issues in your life, but you don't need to be projecting that over here. Anyways, for everybody that's here, we're still talking about influence over authority, which I'm going to be speaking about in a few, and the game of the slow. Well, really, I've been talking about slow burn this whole time. Really, that's how it goes. Yeah, you already know. Yeah, Goon does need to go. Let's get him out of here. Man, look at this shit. Look at this. Y'all come in packs, don't y'all? Listen, okay, just letting everybody know going forward in life, if you're fucking a woman, she doesn't tell you she got a boyfriend, this could potentially be the cause. Cause I don't know who this individual is, but I could have fucked their girl. You know, you never know. So just keep yourselves good. Yeah, they hating. They love to hate though, and I appreciate it. I love it. Let's see. Excuse me. I did see a text message. I want to make sure I got to it. Awaken. Oh, you retracted it. Okay, there it is. What do you think? What do you think about the most hated person in history? Will he destroy or accept you? I don't talk about religion or I don't talk about politics on my end, but I mean, I think that's crazy. I think it's wild. History's crazy, bro. But I don't get into stuff like that, to be honest. But if you are here in the building, thank you for hitting the like button. We are 18 likes. Let's work our way to 20 likes. We're on the road to the top with it. About IOA. That's gonna be our thing going forward. So it's influence over authority. But whenever I say IOA, that's what it really means. And this is something, this is gonna make you win. I mean, this is some player shit. We on some player shit. Give me one brief moment. Man, it's cold as hell. It gets really cold. If they're hating doing something right, for sure. I agree. I agree. Thank you. Facts. Being hated, and this is an interesting take, but being hated is a privilege. I think it's a privilege. It's a privilege to have when most people don't experience it. Because if you're getting hated, I mean, then like you said, you're doing something right. But let's continue this. What's up, Shiloh? How you feeling? Player talk. We were just talking about the game Slow Burn and why it's underrated, but why it still needs to be something incorporated. So it's almost basically compacted for Slow Burn. It's almost like a slow dance. So in a slow dance, oh my God, it's beautiful. This just came to my mind. So check me out, y'all. Check me out. So like in a slow dance, you still gotta ask her to dance, right? She has to accept the invitation, the tango. Bow. She dances in there. You're holding her, she's holding you. You got 3 minutes to slow dance. Well, while in the midst of the slow dancing, you guys are conversing. Maybe in the first minute, you're conversing, talking a little bit, looking each other's eyes, intimacy. She gets closer. Maybe you hold her closer. You guys are swaying back and forth. Physical touching, because it goes into the slow dance, right? Because it's already happening. And then after the slow dance or during that is when you can tell her she looks pretty, she look good, she smell good, she gonna tell you a couple things too. And then during that, after the slow dance, that all the anticipation has built a slow burn. And you can either be like, hey, let's go do this again, or fuck this, I got a hotel. Something like that. I'm gonna have to write that down. That just came to mind. Y'all hear this music though? Hold on, give me a second. Slow dance. Slow burn. Tango. That's some sexy shit, man. I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. Great to see you. What's up, Fast? What's up, Brody? What up, Kenzie? Kensley. My bad. Bridgerton vibes? What's that? Best place to meet girls. Thinking going to college campus. You can do it. You can do it. But remember though. Remember Spike though. What I was saying is make sure you live a life where you're not always just going out to talk to women. Like enjoy your life as well. Don't focus your time on I'm gonna go to different places to meet women because your expectation is that I need to now go meet women. You know what I mean? Go out there and enjoy some leisure time, bro. We talked about that. But just be mindful of that when you're going out to do stuff. You never asked a woman to dance with, which is sad. What are some red flags, April? In a man or woman? I'm gonna just generalize it. Red flags. What are some red flags? Closed-mindedness. Standoffish. Lack of reciprocation. And bad hygiene. You're high as a kite. What up, Dragon Lady? I hate decorative towels with a passion. Okay, that's what's up. Worst, yeah. It's all good, bro. It's Shiloh, you'll get your time, man. See, to be honest, and this is Oh, this is some fly shit right here. You don't even necessarily need to go dance to tell a woman to dance with you, bro. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. This is see. Listen to All Star, baby. Thank you for 20 likes. Let's work our way to 30 likes. Thank you. Listen, bro, you can have a good conversation. Let's say you got a date, or just not even a date, even just meeting, bro. I'm gonna just say the date for now. I'm gonna keep it generalized. You're at a date. It's going good. You walk her to the car, or she's walking back to your car. Dog. Depending on how the interaction. Well, I don't know about the first date. Never mind. I'm not gonna. Never mind. We're gonna talk about that another time. We'll talk about it another time. You'll be all right. They never talked to me. Most of them, I'm not interested anyway. It's a series on Netflix based in London and royals and their experiences in romance. Oh, for real? I might have to check that out. What are your thoughts on looks maxing and how important looks are for men? I think, I believe in looking fly, looking good, staying clean, but I also believe in having personality and being able to be a great conversationalist. So I think it does matter in the aspect of look good for yourself. You shouldn't want to lean on your looks to get women. You know what I mean? You shouldn't, and it can help. And there's different ways guys can use their selves to their advantage. It can help, but when the looks are there, you still got to be able to carry a conversation. You still got to be able to be engaging, be memorable, flirt, engage. That don't mean having to, what up, baby? How you doing? Or, oh my God, you don't got to be all extroverted. If you're more chill, you got chill swag to yourself, you can still be cool and have down to earth conversations. Really pulls her in to bring more conversations out of her with you while you guys talk. So for looks, it's important, but if it comes for yourself. Women do like a man that looks good, but women love a man who knows how to talk good, who knows how to penetrate their mind. But as far as the looks maxing, I think it's too far when it comes to like doing all these surgeries and everything in order to look good for a woman. I think that's bottom of the barrel to me, because you're just telling yourself you don't love yourself, and that you want to be accepted by the world, and if that's your way of living, let that happen. But the true treasure is in the self-love of what you have in yourself. There's one girl in your history class though. Okay. I got rejected once really bad. Ever since then, I was never scared. That's lit. That's good. Rejection is good. Rejection is really good. Shout out to everybody in the building. My name is All Star Izzy. We are live full in effect. I'm an empowerment coach. We are here having a good conversation. We are talking about influence over authority. Now, I can get into it because I do get lost in conversation. I won't lie to you. I do get lost in conversation, but it's a part of it. I love this. I love y'all. I love the engagement. I love talking. If you got any questions, put a Q in front of it and ask them away. Let's get into some dating stuff. But let me talk about IOA, a new introduction that I'm bringing up to you guys now. This is something that has been repeated a lot in my life. Things that I've been seeing multiple times, multiple just results, really. But it's influence over authority. I don't know. I think his name is. I'm gonna keep him unnamed for now. But this is an old manager. He gave me this name a very long time ago, years ago, like about 5 years ago, when I was working for a company and I was really good with my team. He introduced this concept of influence over authority, which I gotta give him credit because it didn't come from me. But he was just naming something that I had, which basically means I don't need to have a title in order to pull people to have them do something for me out of a way not to manipulate. So influence is basically inspiring people to work for you or work with you in some way, some capacity. Over authority means I don't need to tell women or people in general, I don't need to be demanding. You have to do this, you need to do this. So let me give an example. In the company, I was inspiring people to do work. We didn't have a manager for our shift, which most people started looking at me as because they looked at me for a sense of direction. They enjoyed my presence and they enjoyed my game plans that I gave. It also came from me to be outspoken just because of things that I got to say, get it off my chest and talk about this is what we got to do, this is what we need to do. More people started listening because they wanted to listen. They chose to listen instead of giving somebody a title who they don't want to listen to. They have a title, I got to listen to them, which is more authority. People see a lot and we don't got to get too deep into this part, but there's a lot of people who have titles, supervisors, leaders, managers. They need that in order to tell people what to do. They need that in order to become more demanding, so people can listen to them and everything like that. Have that validation for whatever it is, because no one's gonna listen to them if they don't have a title. Like, I know you guys worked with somebody that's been like that before. Hold on. If Brent has another outburst, because I see you keep deleting his messages, just ban him for 24 hours. Okay? We're having conversations, and if you guys have any questions, put a Q in front. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Let's talk about this, because now we're talking on some real shit. If we got any outbursts, I see your messages keep getting deleted, and if it keeps happening, just 24-hour ban. I don't got time for that. Anyways, going forward is that people, and this is not just in companies, but people need to feel like they have something in order to move people. What I was blessed with, or at least what was pointed out to me, and shout out to my manager from that time, was influence. Being able to inspire people to want to freely choose to do something with me, for me, right? In that matter, in that fact. So basically, what I learned too, it's not even just with people that I'm working with in the company. This has just been a natural thing for myself. Something that I've been still elevating and still evolving, even as I'm speaking about this and everything that I'm doing. Because, excuse me, when it comes to women, it's not about having authority and trying to control her. Listen, I come from a line, and this is especially if you're Hispanic or just any type of race, because we're all, it's a universal thing when it comes to all races. I'm gonna speak specifically from my personal experience, though. I see you guys' comments. I'm gonna get to it in a moment. Please bear with me. But I come from a line. There's many men in my family on my dad's side, extremely controlling, abusive, mentally, physically, needing to control women, using money to control women. Using their status, their reputation to control women. I've seen it. I've known it. There's a lot of guys like that, and a lot of men on the side of my family that are like that, and it's a lot of Hispanic men that I know. And you guys, and some of you guys maybe relate with whatever race that you are in. However, though, what I'm saying is that this is not just a company thing. This is a generational thing where guys feel they need to control women. She needs to be tamed. I need to tame the beast. You don't need to do that. Instead, IOA, influence over authority. Influence the woman, not out of manipulation. Not it's influencing her is her seeing you, presenting yourself, right? Because we present ourselves to women. Seeing her, and then her being like, okay, I do want to mess with him. I actually do want to be a part of this. The tango, I have to invite her in order for her to accept or decline. I'm not persuading her to accept. I'm not persuading her to decline. She's making a choice whether she wants to be a part or she doesn't want to be a part. Influence over authority. We provide an invitation for the lady to be a part of something or she doesn't want to, based off of how we present ourselves. But influence becomes how we present ourselves, like I just stated, our personality, our conversation, our charm, our charisma, however you work yourself, the way you work yourself in a room, right? That's what happens, and that's what comes down into it. So again, influence over authority. We inspire women to want to be with us. The words and conversations that I'm having with her, she's inspired and she wants to see that going forward. She's like, damn, I like the way I feel with him. He's fun. He's engaging. I like this. He makes me feel good. I want to date with him. I want to see him again. That's influence. That is inspiring. Inspire women. Instead of trying to tell her, girl, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to take you on this helicopter ride. Something you ain't never done before. Something you ain't never. That's authority. See, because you may think, oh, this is something I would want to do. You know how women like the fancy shit? Hell no. What you're showing is that you're able to have it, and that's cool. Listen, I ain't got nothing wrong with spending no money. Nothing. But what you're doing without you even realizing is you're flexing these things to have control over her so she can be perceived as something. Come on, man. What up, TTO? Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and look at these comments really quickly. Excuse me, one brief moment. Out of your league. How you feel about the phrase "she's out of your league"? I feel like that's triggering. I feel terrified. I got goosebumps the moment you said that. But what I think about when I think about she's out of your league, there's a movie I used to like with Amanda Bynes. She's out of your league. Was it Amanda Bynes? I forgot what it was. It's a movie though, or is it the one with Chris Evans? I forgot. It's an older movie though. Anyways, what I think about the phrase is just like whomever created it or whatever is just they just don't think that they're enough. That's how I feel about the phrase though. I just feel like whoever uses that story against themselves doesn't believe in themselves too much. Because if you pierce the veil with your false illusions of how doubtful you are, full of anxiety, how scared you are of life and scared of experience, when you pierce that veil, you realize confidence is all you need, and then everything grows from there. You got to plant a seed, but that's what I feel. That's what I believe about that. You know what I'm saying? How many months do you think you need to know a lady before you ask her on a date? I would say 3 to 4 months is a decent amount of time. Well, a date? Woo-wee. So, a date is interesting. So, are you talking about a date because you guys been seeing each other and smashing, and then you want to date her? Or are you talking about like when you're seeing her, like on first glance, first conversation and talking, and then 3 or 4 months later you ask her for a date? If that's the case, it's too long it's too long for 3 to 4 months. Like that's almost like trying to play the long game as if you're a friend in the friend zone and trying to get out of it. Very true. Very true. Okay, you guys are speaking with yourselves. Excuse me. Give me one brief moment. I'm looking over these stuff. I get controlling part, but you don't think men lead women? I no, no, no. Yeah, I think you said lead. Yeah, men do lead women. See, but leading is inspiring though, bro. Because it's a see. Here's the thing. Leading is like what I say. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Oh, what's good? My name is Danielle. All right. Oh, nice to meet you, Danielle. I'm Isaac. Right? You enjoying yourself? I'm enjoying myself. It's a nice ambiance, ain't it? Oh yeah, I'm really liking this. Blah blah blah. Having a conversation, going forward into it, and then I tell her, right? Because first of all, leadership started with me asserting myself there, having a conversation, talking about stuff, maybe asking her a question of curiosity. What brings you out tonight in a beautiful, elegant place like this? Right? Having fun. It's leadership. I'm still initiating. Okay, and then the man leading women. When I say towards the end, it's not asking women out. It's telling her to take your number down. Take my number down. I want you to text me so that way I can talk to you later. Okay? I gotta run in a few. Right? That's leadership. Because the whole time she's either participating, whether she's not going to be with it or she is going to be with it. It takes two to tango. But that's what I'm saying. Control is like control is convincing. It is persuading. It is trying to make her to do something. It is manipulation. That is forms of control. I gotta make you do this. I gotta make you do that. No, that's like manipulating leadership. If that makes sense. Yes, thank you for posting that. It's a big turn off when men do something like that. Like what? Hold on. Woo! I got you. I got you, Adriana. I took off the shades for you. I forgot you still here. I gotta put this on. What you mean though? Pierce the veil, yeah. Leading responsibility. Yeah. Are you talking to me, Boogie? I'm not sure if you are. But excuse me. But just as I'm saying this though, is that influence over authority is the name of the game to where you want to get into and get at. You want to inspire women to want to be with you. You want to inspire women to do something for you. I don't tell her to give me gifts. She gives me gifts. Why? Because she feels inspired enough to give me a gift. I don't tell her to send me parental advisory photos, any new photos or whatever. I don't tell her that. She's inspired to because she feels like that. She's inspired to want to do that for me. I don't tell her to the last couple of places I've been with women. I never ever. First of all, if I invite women out, I'm telling them I'm going to pay. I don't have to necessarily say this. It always goes without being said. But at the same time, women will cover my tab. They covered it. I never try to tell them you need to do it. Why are they doing it? They're inspired to. Come on. Trying to control and manipulate women will be like, we need to I think it would be best if you pay for it, and she made like, why would I pay for the first date? She went, because I know women are more independent, like trying to persuade and convince, like, dog. And see, if you're a manipulator, this would be a really good conversation that I could even talk about too. If you're a manipulator, Cause I used to be one for sure when I was young, middle school, high school. Woo wee, your boy was on fire. But all that manipulation can really turn into just making a better mouthpiece the way you control it and put it in a certain way. Elena, Elena, you are late. Excuse me, hold on. Elena's gonna have to sit in the back. Elena, I know that you didn't bring the apple. Okay, so Elena, you're gonna have to sit in the back seat for right now. Sit in the back there, and then in a few, you can come back up to the desk over here where your name is. But as of right now, you can go in the back. Please don't disrupt the class again. Anyways, thank you guys. Back to you guys. What I mean by turn off is when men say they're gonna do this and that, and they don't do it. It's like, why say something and don't follow through? That's true. Yeah. My ex was a manipulator. What up, Chris? I remember you from the. I gotta read y'all messages first before I look at your name, cause I'll say what's up to whomever, and then read the message, and it'd be something completely crazy. Y'all are crazy. Yeah, cause I was a manipulator, but what made me change is the results that always came out of it, and it was always disingenuous. And if you got a conscience, if anybody got a conscience, you will feel that. You will be like, damn, I shouldn't be doing this. But all that energy you can put towards something better though. If you're a manipulator, in which at least 90% of most men are taught to manipulate women, and they still continue to manipulate women, the best thing that you can do if you're still on that path of doing it, is to transfer whatever energy you got on towards manipulating, use it to your benefit to be honest and direct. It's a way to transmute and alchemize the outcome of it. You see, because there's a lot of transformation that comes into this shit, y'all. I'm just letting you know. There's transformative experience of using, because what there's a quote. There's a quote. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. Let me look it up. Excuse me. Give me one brief moment. I forgot what the quote is. I don't want to butcher it. Give me 1 second. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. It's your boy All-Star Izzy. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you for 21 likes. Let's work our way to 30 likes. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, baby. It's your boy All-Star. You already know what it is. Come talk to your boy. Hold on. Energy is neither created nor okay. Energy is neither created nor destroyed is the core principle of the law of conservation of energy. Let me read it. I'm gonna read this because we're all figuring this out. A fundamental law of physics stating that the total energy in an isolated system remains constant, though it can change forms like chemical to mechanical, light to heat, or be transferred. This means energy doesn't vanish; it just transforms. Whoa! It just transforms like gasoline's chemical energy becoming a car's motions and heat, or sunlight radiant energy turning. Whoa, yo, that's insane. Yo, that just blew my mind. I swear, this is my first time looking at the actual definition of this shit. Transformation, not laws. See, boy, I'll be up. What can I say? I'll be on point. This shit is so fucking beautiful. Damn, that's fly. That is super fly. That is super fly. Oh, what up, Timothy? How you feeling? The total energy of the universe is constant. See, okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, okay, so that's what I thought. That's something I'm just learning off of my own self, my own energy and things that I learned. Like, okay, for instance, I have terrible rage when I play video games. Terrible. Like, I am a certified rager. No lie. But like, me being upset and me raging, let's say if my team is losing, because I never get really bad. Like, I'll have like 16-2, right? With like 10 assists. But regardless, if I'm playing a game, my team isn't necessarily playing their part, I shouldn't get upset at them. Even though I'm upset, and I could be like, damn, some of these suck. Or I can create that energy and put my drive towards playing better, focusing, and being more positive. Because that energy is not gonna go anywhere. Do y'all see what I'm saying? So the energy that you have, whether that's negative, like the energy that you focus on for negativity, the energy that you focus on for being sad and everything, focus on the past, whatever the case is, that energy still is alive even when you focus on positive things, because the focus is the focal point of, hold on, I need a board. But hold on, hey, this is my professor instincts coming out. Give me a second. Okay, hold on. I need both hands for this. This is like, whatever. Anyways, so check me out. So if you're angry all the time, right? Focused over here, right? So you're focused over here, and then on this side, you want to be more excited, more happy. You want to focus on the positivity. So you're always going to be focused on here, and the energy still lies in both sides. You're the focus. You're always choosing this side right here. I'm always choosing A. I'm not choosing B because I'm so used to A. So if you keep choosing A, it's because no. Yes, because you're so used to it. This is raw thoughts that I'm trying to get out, by the way. So it's like you're so used to focusing on it. When you realize you as a decider, the person in the middle of A and B, you as a decider to choose the decision to choose it. So all the energy and time that you were putting into beating yourself up is the same energy that you're using the time to uplift yourself and inspire yourself to get better and transform yourself, evolve every single day on B. The only deciding factor is you and the person, the one who is always deciding which choice to make in this equation. Y'all see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, everything that you're doing and what you're focusing on always comes back to you and who you are. The energy is always there. You just learn to transfer that energy of anger, sadness, see the energy even of being scared talking to women can transfer to you being courageous enough to talk to women. It's still there, man. I'm blowing my fucking mind, bro. This is lit. It can only be transferred. Yeah. Appreciate that, Infamous. Where am I streaming at? Yeah, I'm just streaming on YouTube. I do have a Twitch. I have a TikTok, which I'm a bit active over there. And I'm working my profile picture, my profile on Instagram to get it up. He's talking about ways to get low to me. What up, Justin? How you doing? Arc Raiders? I've never played that game. Let's see. I tripped on the way and the apple fell in the road and the car crushed it. Excuses. Well, if you were gonna be late, you could have just went to the Publix and got one since you were late already. You know what? For the rest of the class, Elena is gonna be sitting in the back, everybody. For the rest of the class. I just lost my level. Okay, yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everything, all the stuff that you're thinking about and what you're feeling is always going to be there. Like, it's never gonna be destroyed. Do you know how fucking powerful you are? Really take that into account of how powerful you are as an individual. All the stuff that you focus for that negativity, you being afraid, is the same energy you can put into you being positive. It is just your focus and your choices and your decisions that you're making every single day. This is beautiful. You gotta realize how beautiful this is. It's a rebirth. Man, come on, man. That drive, people act like they don't have any drive or ambition. They don't have any drive and ambition in life, but your whole drive and ambition is in being lazy, unfocused, and undisciplined. That's drive and ambition because you're putting all that time into you doing that and identifying with that part of yourself. So let's say you turn your life around. All that energy you had before is the same energy you're using to turn your life around. Come on now. Shout out to my dog Trevon is in the building. What's up, player? Where am I from? I'm from Texas. It's beautiful. Shout out to 21 people, 21 likes. Hit the like button. We got 21 likes. We got 21 people in the building. I know all of y'all haven't hit the like button. Hit the like button. Let's work our way to 30 likes, baby. Let's go. Let's transform your laziness into not wanting to tap the screen into tapping the screen into motivation. What's up with it? What? What'd you say, Judas? What are you talking about? Hey, you too, Adriana. What part? I'm from Killeen. I don't live in Texas though. We had 23 likes. Let's keep going. I know we can get 7 more people to hit the 30 likes. I know it. And if you haven't subscribe for more empowering ass lives, more life-changing lives, transformative lives. One of my favorite quotes now: transform your dating life with All-Star Izzy. Not just your dating life, your daily life. Transform your daily life. Transform the way that you think and believe. Keep an open mind. I love keep an open mind. Keep an open journal. If you have a different perspective, that's cool. But keep an open mind. Come on, man. I love this shit. And that's how I got this far in life despite past circumstances or situations. It's something that was revealed to me quite some time ago. That's what's up, Viva. That's good. That's good to share. Yeah. That's some beautiful shit though. Transformation is everything. It's beautiful. But again, going back into our player talk, this is always some player shit. Remember, influence over authority. Inspire women to want to do things for you. See, this is the part right here. I'm gonna teach you. I'm going to teach you how to alchemize and transform you being a manipulator and wanting to persuade and convince women all the time into inspiring women so they can freely want to choose you and want to be with you and smash you. The best way to do it is to just inspire her instead of trying to persuade her. What is an example of that? Hey, I've been having a really great conversation with you and a great time. And I like the way that you smile too, and that little laugh that you try to cover. She's like, oh my God, attention detail. I'm laughing hard. This is what we finna do. You're gonna take my number down. You can text me. I'm gonna get in contact with you, and we're gonna set something out going further, okay? I wanna have another conversation with you soon. No persuasion. All conversation and inspiring her to paint a picture in her mind. She sees you in front of her, but you're painting a picture of what's to come next, and she wants that. She's like, yeah, I need that. I'm inspired. I'm gonna take your number down. Inspiration comes from her wanting to do what you say. This is what we finna do. So she's gonna do it. Inspiration. She's choosing to do it. No persuasion. No manipulation. Because why do that? And why do you think you're not enough? Influence over authority. IOA. The new method in this dating atmosphere. No one's touching this. No one's talking about this. No one is doing this. No one can. Because this is deep and transformative. Anything that I provide you as far as a method, how to talk, how to speak, how to introduce, how to talk, whatever. A video that I'm gonna put out tomorrow on how to text women, transformative. Listen, it's not just about being a guy who's good with women. It's about being a man who's good with himself. And being close to you. And with that being said, it becomes a transformative experience. Come on, man. Hey, do your thing, Boogie. I appreciate you. Until next time, my friend. But anyways, we are here live full in effect. If you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and do so. Hit that like button. 23 likes. Let's work our way to 30 likes. I am going to be exiting myself out soon, though. I know we said we wanted to hit 30, so if you guys got any alternative accounts, go ahead and hit the like button. Cause you know there be them trolls that be just liking every single thing, man. They just be on some crazy shit, dog. But again, that's influence over authority. IOA. We don't need to control these women. What the hell? Why control? Only thing I want to control. Nah, let me not say that. That's a bit vulgar. You see that? I'm catching myself, Eva. You see that? I'm catching my vulgarness. And then on the other side from IOA is the game of slow burn. Taking your time. Relaxing yourself. Have a conversation with the woman. You don't have to do too much. You can just converse, say what's up, see what's going on. Be genuinely interested. Genuinely engage. That's a rare thing right there. Genuinely interested and genuinely engaged. People are like, how you do that? I'm so used to performing. I'm so used to acting like a person. Come on, man. Hector, what's up, bro? Don't forget to drink your water. Man, it feels good to talk about this stuff. But I think I'm gonna exit myself out in a few, actually, because I think my time here hit its course. it is, we're at 22. Someone unliked it. That's fine. Fuck you. But other than that, it's gonna work its way up to 30. I really do like to stay at 30 and to hit it, which I know I can, but I do gotta leave in a few because I got some things I gotta tend to. That's the only reason that I can. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, this has been a beautiful, incredible conversation. I've learned a lot during this live. I've learned a lot about even the transformation and the what was it called? Let me look it up again. Law of conservation of energy. Elena, what's up? Elena, if you can get this live up to 30 seconds within the next 10 minutes, I'll stay. If you can do that. In the next 5 to 10 minutes, if you can do that, I'll stay. Cause I know you came late and you was trying to beat traffic and whatnot. And I didn't even get my apple. How am I supposed to have my fruit to today? I need a I don't know. I'm just gonna rethink this. Cause I had this special desk for you in the front. I don't know. I guess I might be a little, I don't know. We'll see the next live. I guess so, Elena. I guess so. Nah, but I want to say shout out to everybody. This has been a beautiful, beautiful conversation. To shine within is to shine without. Don't forget that authenticity is the new sexy. And transform your dating life. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Be prepared. We have more beautiful conversations coming forward. I'm going live Friday night. New video out now. 3 insanely easy ways to have women obsessed with you and obsess over you, whatever the case is, without manipulating her. Tomorrow, how to text women. We're gonna be doing that tomorrow. I hope to see you guys soon. I'm out this thing, baby. Peace.